is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. The city of Madison is planning to be short tens of millions of dollars of what it normally has to build a budget as the economic impact of the pandemic continues. And that likely means cuts to city services. Our Amy Reed is live from the Monroe Street Library with more on how this might impact your local branch. Amy?
The city is starting budget talks now, but before agencies let the city know how much money they'll need to operate next year, they're first being asked to find room to cut 5%. That could lead to a loss in services, or when it comes to the library, could close this branch.
There are so many benefits that a public library provides a city, and we hate to see a reduction in that benefit.
The library system in Madison was faced with nothing but difficult decisions in putting together a budget proposal for next year. The library, as well as all other city agencies, were asked to cut 5% from their budget proposals. For the library, that means finding a way to do without $1 million.
It's an incredibly hard conversation for us to even have. We do feel like we operate very efficiently and effectively, and we hear from our customers every day how important the library is to them.
Other agencies will have to plan for cuts too, which could affect services you get from the city.
None of these decisions are easy. I don't think there's anybody on staff that wants to be in this position or it feels good about the decisions that they're having to make and the proposals that they'll have to bring forward. And, certainly I don't feel good about any of this either.
Final decisions on how much and what will be cut are still a few months away. The library is looking at options, most of which would close the Monroe Street branch until they have enough money to open it again. Hours at other branches would likely have to be cut, and they also may have to get rid of between 19 and 27 positions, some layoffs, some already vacant. As these talks move forward, the library and the city want to know what you think.
We're definitely looking for good ideas. Right? We're looking for places that we can save money. And if folks in the public have ideas, they should absolutely contact us.
Rhodes Conway said ideally the city would get money from the HEROES Act, which is sitting in the U.S. Senate right now. And if that passes, it does have a provision that would give money to cities. If it doesn't, then staff and service cuts are likely. If you do want to weigh in on what's going on with the library system, the library board has a meeting tomorrow evening. The city links you there on its website.
Amy Reed, live on Monroe Street. Amy, thank you. County and state health officials report there are more than 33,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin. 2 additional deaths were reported today, so at least 810 people have now died from complications. Looking at new tests over the past 24 hours, 5.6% of them came back positive. That is an increase from yesterday's 4%. We are no longer seeing a downward trend in confirmed cases over the past 2 weeks. The president of Wisconsin's Chamber of Commerce is renewing his call for DHS not to publish the names of businesses found to have 2 or more positive COVID-19 cases. Agency Secretary Andrea Palm appeared to evade the question during a news conference yesterday when she said there were no plans to publish the names this week. WMC President Kurt Bauer says that releasing the names is, quote, potentially defamatory. New at 6, Republican Assembly leaders are calling on Governor Tony Evers to do more to help 140,000 Wisconsinites who are waiting for the Department of Workforce Development to approve their unemployment insurance benefits claim. Assembly Majority Leader Jim Steineke says Republicans have offered viable solutions to the Evers administration to address the backlogs of claims that the pandemic has caused. Steineke called on the governor to give Wisconsin the hand up that they need, Wisconsinites the hand up that they need, using the $280 million left over from Wisconsin's share of the Federal CARES Act.
We are proposing the administration set up a zero-interest forgivable bridge loan program to help those folks, the 141,000 individuals who continue to wait while the DWD flounders and tries to find solutions. Using these CARES Act dollars, we would pay the minimum weekly UI rate to help folks to make sure they can keep a roof over their heads and food on their family's table.
We reached out to the Department of Workforce Development and the governor's office for their responses and have not heard back yet. Meanwhile, the Evers administration has postponed the reopening of the state capitol building. It has been closed since March as part of the governor's plan to slow the spread of the coronavirus and was set to open next Monday. Today, the administration announced it will remain closed indefinitely and that starting Monday morning, all state employees must wear masks when working indoors in state facilities. Let's get a check on the weather now with Gary Canalti. It's a hot and sticky evening out there, Gary.
It is, and this will continue at least for another day before thunderstorms perhaps dent the heat a little bit as we head toward the weekend. You can see some strong thunderstorms moving through far northern Wisconsin earlier today. For the most part, the storms have stayed south of Wisconsin in northern Illinois. You can see a dying thunderstorm south of Rockford, but elsewhere, no rain across southern Wisconsin for the time being, although severe weather is possible up in northwestern Wisconsin. Tomorrow, the severe weather threat shifts southeastward and affects our entire viewing area with the potential for some strong winds and heavy rain in the stronger storms. Heat advisory remains in effect until 7 p.m. for Dane County and areas to the west. Temperatures right now, upper 80s to the lower 90s, but it feels like 95 in Madison and 101 Boscobel, thanks to the dew points that are now in the middle 70s. Tropical air out there. Look for just an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm overnight. A better chance tomorrow afternoon with a high temperature of 87. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes at least a drop in the humidity for the weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. Town of Madison police are investigating a possible homicide after a body was found on the city's south side this morning. Our Madeline O'Neill is live at Nygaard Street and Crocus Circle with the latest. Madeline?
Well, we're east of South Park Street in a fairly secluded neighborhood just behind the Madison Mobile Park home off the Beltline. This is where officers responded at about 6:30 this morning to reports of a possible dead person. Here, they did find a body off the roadway and say they're investigating this death as a homicide. Police are asking neighbors with security cameras to share their footage, like Catherine Knoll, who says this area was blocked off and she saw law enforcement on scene before 7 this morning.
Even though it's a very out of the way neighborhood, it's out of the way so people think that they can dump here. I'm hoping that whoever did it is found.
The Department of Justice is helping police with this investigation. Right now, police aren't releasing any more information, but they say there will be more to share later this week.
Madeline, thank you. The Madison Police Department is investigating another shots fired incident, making for at least 16 in the past week. The latest incident happened just before midnight on the east side on Milwaukee Street near East Madison Baptist Church. Officers say they found 10 bullet casings at the scene and bullet holes in a nearby home and car. Yesterday, we told you Police Chief Vic Wall is urging community leaders and elected officials to speak out against the recent spike in gun violence. An effort to recall Madison Mayor Satya Conway is moving forward. The Cap Times reports organizers filed the official paperwork with the city clerk's office today. The effort by the Recall Satya 2020 group would require more than 36,000 signatures. We talked to a group spokesperson over the weekend, John Regavitz, who said he's upset with what he calls a, quote, lack of action from the mayor, her indecision regarding how to handle recent protests, and a leaked video in which Mayor Rhodes Conway backed local police. Supporting Black-owned businesses is something that many in our community have been focusing on lately, and one of those businesses is reaching out in a time of need. Our Jamie Perez shares her story and how you can help.
Well, Happily Ever After Children's Resale Boutique has been here for about the past 7 years. The owner has done a lot of good for the community, and now she's asking others for their help during this time of need. Marilyn Harper started her store to help employ fostered kids and those with disabilities, and she's donated a lot of her profits to help other Black women start their own business. While she spent years helping others, this year she's the one in need of help to make it through the financial hardships that this pandemic has brought on. And in a time when people are looking to support Black communities, she said this is one way you can help.
a lot of people say that they're anti-racist, they want to be allies, and this is one way of, a concrete way of being an ally, making certain that that you support Black-owned businesses so we can thrive and continue to be in Madison and continue to be successful.
If you would like to help keep this business going, I have links on how you can do so at channel3000.com.
Thank you, Jamie. You can also support her by shopping in her store, donating gently used children's clothing, or donating to her Venmo, which we also have listed on channel3000.com. New at 6, the city of Sun Prairie will unveil a memorial statue on Friday, 2 years after the downtown explosion. The statue will be a firefighter holding the helmet of Fire Captain Corey Barr, who was killed responding to the gas leak that caused the explosion. A downtown street will also be renamed Barr Street in his honor. The community raised more than $29,000 to fund the statue that honors Barr and others who responded to the explosion. The fire department encourages people to watch a live stream of the unveiling event on their Facebook page. We'll be right back.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
Hi, I'm Annette and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexderm and I was so excited. We have a model, his name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful, that's all it takes. And what I love about Plexderm is this is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream, it's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles. I have the puffiness. I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event. You have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexdermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. A lot of people are looking for some relief from the heat and the humidity this week, and they're headed to the county's lakes. But what about the algae on the lakes? That is an ever-growing concern and a problem this time of the year. Melissa Kim is here now with what Dane County is doing about it.
Yeah, hi there, Susan. If you think back to the last few summers, blue-green algae bloomed on the lakes, sometimes forcing them to close during peak summertime. So now the Dane County Land and Water Resource Department staff, they've come up with a pilot program to hopefully help get rid of it. So here's how it works. You see that barge there on the lake? There are those tubes attached to it. Those will suck up water, algae, whatever else is in the water, kind of like a vacuum. Then the algae and other debris will stay in those filter bags, and the clean water will then be released back into the lake. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says, especially with COVID-19 out there, it's really important for the county to provide a safe and free way to get people outside.
So this is just another one of our many efforts to provide, recreation for people, again, particularly in these times when people are looking for somewhere to get out, where it's outside and where it's safe. You can take the family and it doesn't cost you anything. We really want to focus on making our beautiful lakes accessible.
Now, with this new system in place, county officials do expect water around the beach to be cleaner and safer for swimming throughout the summer. In this pilot program, cleaning system will be used at the Yahara Lakes and Lake Wabisa. It's already been used at Mendota, Monona, and Kaganza. Excellent news for avid lakegoers, especially with this heat that we're having this week.
Certainly is. Good to hear. All right, Melissa, thank you so much. The new at 6, the Madison Scouts are delighting their fans by keeping a 68-year tradition alive despite the pandemic. Every year since 1953, the group has hosted Drums on Parade. It is the longest-running drum corps show in the history of the activity. This year, the annual show, which typically raises about $50,000 for the organization, will be a virtual competition between nearly 50 of the group's historic performances since 1971.
For us, it was important to make sure that we continue that. We had something to look forward towards, and also gives our fans something to do. Our fans are missing drum corps activity this summer, and this is an opportunity to pull them together in a community and basically kind of celebrate the Madison Scouts and make sure they understand that we're still here.
Fans will be able to vote for their favorite performances online with a donation of $20 that will go toward programs offering music education for young students. The performances voted top 6 will then be live streamed next Wednesday, going head-to-head to claim the #1 spot. The Madison Museum of Contemporary Art is also keeping Art Fair on the Square going despite the pandemic. This weekend, the event is being done virtually to help support local and nationally recognized artists. You can purchase paintings, photographs, jewelry, and more online this weekend. It starts Saturday at 9 a.m. and you can shop at Madison Museum of Contemporary Art's website. We'll be right back.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why every Toyota certified used vehicle gets a 160-point inspection, new warranties starting the day you purchase, 1 year of roadside assistance, and more. Get as low as 0% APR financing on select Toyota certified used models. See your dealer for details.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota. Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale has been extended. This is your last chance to save 35% store-wide, plus an extra 5% off. Plus no money down financing for 60 months and free no-contact shipping. And get amazing deals priced to sell out, like this accent chair or any size Sealy, $99. American-made sofa or queen bed, $299 each. 5-piece patio set, now $399. Purple freebies with purple hybrid mattress. Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale ends Saturday.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
My money should work as hard as I do. That's why I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy heavier weights online. Got it. Go time. With Freedom Unlimited, you're always earning. I should purchase lighter weights.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
There are a few few showers early this morning that started out the day, mainly west of Madison, then again, just kind of drifting into southeastern Wisconsin. Most of us missed out on those, but you can see on high-resolution Doppler radar, things are very quiet right now across all of southern Wisconsin. There was a little thunderstorm south of Rockford that just kind of dissipated as it drifted to the south. To the north, some severe weather is expected this evening where severe thunderstorm watches are in effect, and that's where the severe weather threat will stay for tonight. Tomorrow, that severe weather threat area shifts southward into much of central and southern Wisconsin. High winds would be the main threat, along with the possibility for at least a little bit of hail, but also the potential is there for some heavy rainfall. We could see some amounts in excess of 1 to 2 inches in some spots. Other areas may pick up less than a ½ inch of rain. It just depends on where you are. Kind of the situation like we had yesterday. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Tomorrow, expect the possibility for some stronger thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Severe weather is a possibility along with heavy rain. Humidity, though, will drop this weekend behind the thunderstorms. Temperatures will still remain in the mid to upper 80s, but with the drop in the humidity, it'll feel a little more comfortable, and then we're back to the heat by the middle of next week with high temperatures back in the 90s and dew point temperatures probably in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Alert day remains in the forecast for tomorrow for warm and humid conditions with heat index readings perhaps into the middle 90s before the thunderstorms develop, and then the potential for some strong to severe afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms. On weather track, the jet stream still remains well to the north of us. In the vicinity of the jet stream, that's where there's a little more of a temperature contrast and a weak cold front moving through, and that's what's triggering the thunderstorms up to the north. The rest of these are just kind of pop-up showers and thunderstorms that develop in the heat of the day and then die down pretty quickly during the evening. Here's that cold front I was talking about. The warm front also to the north, triggering some thunderstorms up near Lake Superior. But as we move into our part of the Midwest, it's very warm to hot and humid no matter where you go. Twin Cities right now, 92, 94 in La Crosse, still 87 in Madison. Behind the cold front, temperatures only drop off a few degrees into the lower to middle 80s, but there is a drop in the dew points once you start getting behind the front, some 60-degree dew points into parts of North Dakota. Elsewhere, ahead of that cold front, everybody's seeing dew point temperatures generally in the low to mid 70s, so it feels like 102 in La Crosse, 101 in Waterloo, Iowa, and Fort Dodge, Iowa, and well into the 90s here in Madison. And over the next 10 days, those temperatures will stay in the upper 80s, drop to the mid 80s on Sunday, and then notice the quick rebound back into the 90s as we head into the middle part of next week. And the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures, the highest probabilities right over here. That takes us through the 22nd of July, and precipitation expected to be above normal to our north, but still a lot of the country expecting below normal precipitation as a quiet summer pattern continues. Heat advisory until 7 p.m. for Dane County and areas to the west. Look for a high tomorrow of 87 degrees, but thunderstorms are likely in the afternoon. As we look at future track, maybe a pop-up shower or thunderstorm in a spot or two tonight. Most of us will stay dry. Tomorrow, notice how the showers and storms really develop in the afternoon and evening, move on out overnight, and then we're back to sunshine on Friday with high temperatures still in the mid to upper 80s. Rainfall amounts spotty. Some areas 1 inch to 2 inches, some areas less than a ½ inch. 7 to 10 day forecast, a drop in the humidity for the weekend, back up to around 90 by the middle of next week with just some slight chances for thunderstorms.
And coming up in sports, baseball was back at Miller Park, kinda. Who hit the first home run of summer camp? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What do you think of when you hear custom built in the USA? Superior quality, skilled craftsmanship, built to last? At Renewal by Andersen, our windows are custom built in the USA. That's something each and every one of us is proud of. We're proud of what we do, and we're proud of where we do it. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Happy 4th of July Super Sale, happening this week at the Brothers Maine. Come in now for more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We make upgrading your home more convenient at Maine with up to 18 months of 0% financing and expert-free delivery. Get more at the 4th of July Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. And happy birthday, USA, from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Get power when you need it with this Brute portable generator. It delivers up to 5,250 starting watts of power. Only $399.61 after 11% off. Menards has a great selection of Little Giant pumps. This 1/3 horsepower utility pump is just $88.99 after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Summer is here. It's time to grab the family and hit the open road. To make sure your trip is safe, Meineke is now offering free brake pads. Call your Madison area Meineke for details. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Thursday, Chris Reese is keeping an eye on a strong chance for some storms in his alert day forecast.
And as Wisconsin sees an uptick in COVID cases, some hospitals are rolling back their reopenings. What you need to know ahead of your next checkup.
See you starting at 4:30 Thursday.
When you look at Wisconsin's football schedule, there's a few games that you circle on the calendar. A trip to the Big House on September 26th, playing Notre Dame at Lambeau Field, and a date with Northwestern at Wrigley. Well, the latter is no longer happening. The Cubs and Wildcats announced that the game will no longer take place at Wrigley Field. Instead, it will be played at Ryan Field in Evanston on November 7th. Baseball is back at Miller Park. Well, sort of. The Brewers held a 5-inning situational scrimmage, but still, isn't it a sight for sore eyes? First baseman Justin Smoke provided the first home run of summer camp. Unfortunately, no fans were there to see it in person, which is going to be a little tough to get used to, or as Craig Counsell describes it, different.
We can look back to times when we played in, a minor league game or a high school game that there was very few fans there, but it's different. This is a Major League Baseball game, and we're playing in a stadium that's built for 40,000 people, and there will be no people in the stands. So it's different.
Former Badgers Trayvon Hughes, Vito Brown, and Khalil Iverson playing in the TBT today, and Hughes had himself a nice little day. Game high 20 points, including 4 triples. But it wouldn't be enough. The Big X fall to the Red Scare, 77-68. Brown finished with 11 points and 9 boards. And as we mentioned yesterday, the Ryder Cup officially has been postponed until next year. The event was originally scheduled for the last weekend of September at Whistling Straits. Now it will be held from September 24th through the 26th in 2021. The good news, Whistling Straits will still hold the event, and Steve Stricker will still have an opportunity to lead the United States to a win in his home state. So kind of a theme in sports. You just have to wait a little longer for everything to come back. But good news is it's still in Wisconsin.
Even live streamed, though, it was good to see baseball today.
It was. It felt normal.
It did. And I know you love that, Gary.
Any kind of baseball is good at this point. But you can see the temperatures are still very warm. Good thing they could close the roof and probably put the air conditioning on at Miller Park. Notice the dew point temperatures, middle 70s. It feels like temperatures right now are in the middle 90s. So we'll swelter some more this evening.
All right, thank you, Gary. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great evening. We'll see you back here for News 3 Now at 10.